France has sent 2 Navy ships to the Pacific to take part in joint exercises with Quad countries. According to the website Naval News, the vessels involved are a Mistral-class LHD Tonnerre and a Lafayette-class frigate Surcouf. As per the French Navy, the exercise is not just a training mission, but an operational deployment, part of the country's strategic interest in the Indo-Pacific region. The ships are expected to sail through the South China Sea twice during their voyage. Viewers may note that earlier this month, French Defense Minister Florence Parly has announced that the French nuclear attack submarine SNA Emeraude recently conducted a patrol in the South China Sea. The latest mission launched by France will see the 2 ships sail through the Mediterranean Sea, entering the Red Sea, followed by the Gulf of Aden, Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean, South China Sea before reaching Japan. The 2 ships will make stops at Port Safaga in Egypt, Wakri in Djibouti, Cochin in India, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam, twice in Japan before returning back to France in July. This video is sponsored by the free-to-play military vehicle combat game War Thunder. We talk a lot about military vehicles on this channel, but what about trying them out for yourself? In War Thunder, you can choose from more than 1,200 playable vehicles from the 1930s to the 1990s and go to battle on more than 80 theaters of war. You can fly aircraft, helicopters, drive tanks, and command ships of all types and sizes, which have been carefully recreated from their real-world counterparts. It's available as a free download on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One with cross-platform support. So grab your friends and give it a try. All viewers of Defense Updates that register using the link in the description below will also get a free premium tank, aircraft, or ship and 3 days of premium account time as a bonus. Russian military sources confirmed that the Su-57 fighter jet has begun test flights with a new air-to-ground missile. The missile could be a compact version of Kinzhal. The KH-47M2 Kinzhal, meaning dagger, is currently deployed by aircraft, which are much larger than the Su-57, including the MiG-31K Foxhound Heavy Interceptor and Tu-22M bomber. It's likely that the missile being developed for the Su-57 will be carried in internal weapons bays and will therefore be much more compact. Kinzhal is essentially an ALBM. It reportedly has a top speed of more than 10 times the speed of sound. It's to be noted that the Russian Air Force received its first serially produced Su-57 fighter in December 2020. The U.S. Air Force Chief of Staff General Charles Q. Brown, Jr. has called for the development of an entirely new class of lightweight single-engine fighters, which will be cheaper and simpler than the F-35, but more modern than the F-16. He referred to this as a 4.5 gen or 5th gen minus fighter. This will help inform the decision that I think I need to make internal to the Air Force, and what I would recommend that force mix might be, he stated. Now I will also tell you I don't think that everybody is going to exactly agree with what I say, but I want to actually have a starting point as a point of departure, a point of dialogue. F-35 has faced a lot of criticism because of reliability issues and high operation costs. It's also yet to pass tests set by the Pentagon, which would approve it for mass production, despite having entered service around 5 years ago. There is a possibility that a significant cut in F-35 orders could be introduced. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi handed over to the Army the homemade ARJUN main battle tank, Mk-1A. He stated, "Today I am proud to dedicate to the country one more warrior to protect our frontiers. I am proud to hand over the indigenously designed and manufactured ARJUN Mk-1A. According to reports, an 8,500 crore rupees order for manufacturing 118 of these tanks has been placed. Officials said ARJUN Mk-1 Alpha is contemporary tank in the world with battle-winning efficacy. It is infused with 71 new features and would ensure effortless mobility in all terrains, besides precise target engagement during day and night. According to the Deputy Commander of Spacecom, in the coming months, United Space Command and NASA are expected to sign a Memorandum of Understanding, laying out their roles in planetary defense. Lieutenant General John Shaw said at a Washington Space Business Roundtable on February 17th, there is a good chance the two agencies will partner to protect the nation's space and Earth-based assets from naturally occurring and adversarial threats. Spacecom was re-established in 2019 as a Geographic Combatant Command and covers all U.S. military operations 100 kilometers or 62 miles above Earth and beyond. It leverages both space-based and ground-based assets to accomplish its missions and is equipped with defensive and offensive capabilities. Taiwan's Air Force scrambled fighters on Friday after 8 Chinese fighter aircraft flew into the southwestern part of its air defense zone. This is the latest escalation between the two countries. China, which wants to bring Taiwan to its fold, says it's responding to what it calls collusion between Taipei and Washington, Taiwan's main international backer and weapons supplier. The Taiwanese defense minister said 4 Chinese J-16s and 4 JH-7s, as well as an electronic warfare aircraft, flew near the Taiwan-controlled Pratas Islands in the top part of the South China Sea. It's interesting to note that Taiwan has announced a reshuffle of senior security officials, including a new U.S.-trained defense minister, to help bolster military modernization and intelligence efforts. Members of the Quad group of nations, Australia, Japan, the United States, and India, have met and unanimously agreed to oppose any attempts by Beijing to alter the status quo in the Indo-Pacific region by force, including its use of Coast Guard to harass foreign fishing ships in the contested waters of the South China Sea. Also, all 4 nations vowed to uphold the sovereignty of regional partners in the region, pointing to threats to Taiwan from China. The Quad is essentially a united front by democratic nations in response to China's rise, including its aggression in the East and South China Seas. Though Australia and India had initially been cautious about provoking China, things have changed in recent times. Relations of both countries with China have deteriorated significantly. The 4 countries agreed on holding foreign minister meetings, and a first-of-its-kind Quad leaders meeting is being planned. That would bring together Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison, U.S. President Joe Biden, Japan's Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga, and India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.